Hey everybody, so I'm going to be doing a video on how I edit my photos. Hold on, I'm just going to shut the Bluetooth off. So, I did this video before, but I didn't upload it because my editing style pretty much changed after I did that video. So, I'm going to show you what I do now. So I have the Lightroom Cc app. I'm going to start screen recording right now, see how long it lasts. So, open Lightroom. This is free, by the way. I'm just filming this so you can like kind of see what I'm clicking on as I go. So down here you have a photo with a plus sign next to it. You're just going to click that and then go ahead and pick a photo you want to edit. So down here there's a bunch of little things. I usually ignore the first three, and then there's auto, which is grayed out right now. I'm not sure why. And then there's light. So usually start with that. I fix the exposure if I need to, so I'm going to like turn it down a little bit. It's a little too bright. And then you can brighten the highlights if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Raise any shadows that might be in the photo. That's it for that one. I just usually do the exposure if I have to. The one next to it says color, and click on that. If my doll is looking a little orange, usually I'll turn the temperature down into this blue area, and if they're looking blue, just do it the opposite way, up into this orange area. I don't usually do tint. Vibrance, we'll usually up that a little bit up until to the point where I like it. If you do it too high, it looks very, very fake, so do not do that. I beg of you, just don't. Saturation also does the same thing. If you turn it up too high, it looks fake, so don't do that. I think I might just do like right there. And to see the before, you can just hold your finger on the picture and shows you before, and it even says before at the top and then after. So that's how it's looking so far. We've added more color. Effects, I sometimes, oops, I just went into something I didn't want to go to. Vignette is like, it adds the like darker borders around your photo. So I usually do that a little bit, but not a lot. It kind of just adds more color around the edges. And that's it for that one. And then the next one, so that was effects, and then the next one with the triangle is detail. Sharpening, I usually just put it up at about it's less than 10. I never go above 10, because if you do more than that, like show you how like it looks fake, so don't do it all the way. If you know anything about noise in your photos, it just means your ISO setting was too high. That's if you have a DSLR camera. So in, like, let's say in the darker areas of your photo, this one doesn't really have any dark areas, but so if I zoom into her face, it doesn't have any like sort of pixelation type stuff, which is good. I think I had my ISO at 300 or less, which is usually where I try to keep it. Optics, you don't have to go into, it's just that, and it does nothing. So yeah, so there's that photo. You can see a check mark at the top. I'm just gonna click on that. It's added to all photos. I'm just gonna click on it, and you're gonna do this little box with the arrow coming out of it, and you're gonna do save to camera roll. And I usually do maximum available. And now it's saved to your camera roll, which is right here. So then after that, I go to Facetune 2. So I click on that. I think this one's free as well. Here's Liberty's shoot I edited before. Here's the picture we just edited in Lightroom. So down here it says Retouch. I usually don't do anything in here except maybe adjust. And you can also do the brightness and all of that. In here, the VIP you have to pay for, unfortunately. I just usually go under Retouch. Then I go over to Details. Click on that. Zoom into her eyes. And just kind of like move your finger around. Just over her eyes. And then if we zoom out a little, you can tell it brings out some of the detail in her eyes. I usually don't like to do it all the way up. It just depends on the picture, but sometimes it looks very, very fake, so don't do that. I like to make my pictures look as real as possible, so I'm not about to like make her look super fake. So once you hit the check mark to say that you're done with the details, I'm just going to go back into Retouch. Go all the way over to Vibrance. Zoom into her eyes and vibrance them. This will just bring out some extra color in her eyes. So that's before and that's after. You probably won't be able to tell on camera, but it should work on the... So then you're going to do the blue check mark. Actually, it's a white check mark in this corner. So you're done with that. So we just edited her eyes in this one. So there's the before and after of her eyes. To save this one, you're going to go up to this corner with the box with the arrow coming out of the corner. Save to camera roll. Takes literally not even that long. And here's your final picture. So I will show you the before and after. So that's how I edit my photos. I don't know, I don't really use any of the other apps, but Lightroom I just use if, you know, Instagram's like cutting off part of my picture. I can put it in here and I'll just border it with white borders. Then you can save it to your camera roll or go straight to Instagram if you want. And, you know, do all your stuff from there, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, hello, Shane. I'm just going to like that. But yeah, that's how I edit my photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!